Good morning, Quilt BOM'ers. I hope you're having a fabulous Friday morning. So glad Friday's here. It's not like I look forward to the weekends or anything. I never did. So it's kind of like I had to work weekends, but now it's like I still do. It's okay though. I'm looking forward to today. Today's going to be a fabulous day. All right, you guys. So here's the deal. Today is Friday. So that means there are 2 new assignments for the projects I am working on. And we'll start here with Red Sky at Night. And yesterday during our so long, I finished up last week's assignment. And that was for week 4. I'm almost done. So we'll go back over what I did yesterday. So let me grab. So the blocks 13, 14, 15, and 16 were due for today. And here's the churn dash block. And then we have the Greek cross. I was going to wipe off that, just in case it was, and I forgot. And then block 15 is the Prairie Queen. I sewed these all up during our sew along yesterday. And block 16, Jacob's Ladder. So those 4 blocks are finished. And with each week, there's also an EPP block. And this is where I am with that. I'm almost done. I only have 2 more. I'll put this on the board. 2 more setting squares to put on my block. These 2 squares need to be stitched out, but that's where that's at on my scrappy quilt. Good morning, Alicia. So I am very excited. I will be able to get this finished very shortly. And I will have another week accomplished and ready to start getting set on the next week's blocks. For week 5, we have and this mostly all hourglass units. We have the hourglass block and a block called Swamp Angel. And then the next one is London Roads. And that has actually a picture of one with it. And usually I do 4 blocks per week. This one, there's 5 on the paper because there's 2 on each page. But if I could do 5, I'll do 5. But I'm only going to do up until this one here, which is the Kansas Star. And then this one here is called the Single Wedding Ring. So those are the next blocks that will be due for next Friday's due date. And then the EPP block is called Goose Tracks. That is that block right there. So I will be getting started on this one like very soon. As soon as I get those 2 squares stitched in. Hello, Georgia. There is EPP in the Red Sky at Night quilt. However, you don't have to do it. There are options. You could do EPP only, you could do quilt pieces only, or you could do both. And I chose to do both. And this is the quilt. And I'm doing mine scrappy as well, just like this quilt here. So, and I'm doing both. EPP, English paper piecing. And it's been fun. I've been enjoying that very, very much. It's I'm not doing any cross stitch. EPP is English paper piecing. So what you do is you get a template and you use a thicker piece of paper. I use index cards, and you trace that onto my cards, and then I will baste fabric You either stitch based fabric to the card. I'm glue basting them just because it goes faster, and stitch all of the cards together without stitching the card. If that, you just stitch the very edge of the card where the fabrics come together. So maybe one day I will stitch that on one of our sew along Thursdays so that you can see that. Or maybe I'll have my son film me while I'm stitching one night. I know I've talked about that before, but getting him to do anything for me is kind of like pulling teeth. I do have to help him today, though. He bought a new Harley Davidson last week, and he's taking it to his mechanic today for the full, all fluid changes, oil, and the pegs, where the foot pedals are, they were too far forward for him. He's shorter than the guy he bought it from, so that guy's going to also reposition those for him so that he can drive it like a normal person that fits his size. It's a nice big bike, but so he doesn't have a trailer, so I'm going to take his box of parts and follow him to the mechanic and then bring him home. So I'm working immediately right after this video until 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then take care of his little situation. And then I'm going to come home and just relax for the night. I ran into another dasher yesterday, cute young man. And he was telling me that his morning shifts were really, really good. And so I'm going to do that tomorrow. So give that a shot. Let's see what that looks like. But so it was pretty interesting. So week 4 of the next Hot Cocoa Christmas Mystery with Primrose Cottage Quilts. I finished block 3, the star mug. And this is with Starberry fabric, and I did purchase the entire kit from Primrose Cottage Quilts. It came with all of the piecing fabrics to piece it, and binding and backing. And so this was week 3. This was week 2, or block 2. This was block 1. And then this week's block 4 is the heart mug. So it's very similar to this one. Instead of a present, it'll have a heart. And instead of a star, it'll have a heart. So I'm looking forward to doing this one because I think it's really cute. It's got some little like scallops on the top of the mug, which I think is really, really cute. So I pulled up the fabric that is going to be used in this one. And I am ready to cut that and get that ready for piecing, and it'll be due next Friday as well. So we're coming to the end. There's only one more week left. And I mentioned before there was a charm pack of this that we haven't even touched yet as far as the piecing portion of these blocks. So I'm curious to know, and it's a 40 by 40 quilt. And so we'll have 4 blocks when we're done here. So I'm thinking checkerboard borders. That's my theory. We shall see. But I think this is so freaking cute. Look at this mug. Isn't that cute? Oh my God. And the fabrics are so adorable. So adorable. So I can't wait to get to the next block. And I'm really, really looking forward to next week's assignment, the final assignment, to see what it is that what we're gonna get. All right, so that is what's going on with those 2 projects and their new assignments for the coming week. Here's the charm pack, by the way. Starberry. It is just the cutest line of fabric. I just love it. And I'm not one to do a whole lot of black but this black is just gorgeous. The prints and stuff are really, really pretty. Ooh, there's a buffalo check in there. I didn't even know that. And the florals, just gorgeous. I really like this fabric line. I think this little 40 by 40, you call it a crib size, is going to be a nice size to put on my table. So with that, I probably won't get to any of those until midweek next week, other than the EPP project. But so Monday I have 2 assignments due. The laundry basket quilts one, I started cutting out 1.5-inch strips to get this block put together this weekend. I mentioned yesterday I started cutting out the pieces for the chicken coop block for the little Pink Homestead. So I've got pieces cut for 1 block, and there's going to be 4 of them. So that's got started. That's due Tuesday because the next assignment will come out this Tuesday. And this is a project that comes out every other Tuesday and goes for 18 months. Nice long one. A very long one I can always count on every other week, right? And then I will work on the Ode to Our National Parks, the tree block with Pat Sloan, and cut up these fabrics to get that tree put together. So that's kind of the plan that I've got for the weekend. That shouldn't really be very long or take me very much time. I still have cutting to do, and then I want to get to work on the Royal Parks block from the London Town sampler so that I can see if there's anything I can do to help my brain and anybody else who has the same kind of brain work in a reverse mode, because it's the same block, just mirror images of each other. So I've got these fabrics to cut to make those 2 tree blocks. And that's a couple of blocks. So this one here is going to take a little extra time. This is due on Thursday, so it's not as high priority as the others, and as far as my schedule goes. However, I know that my viewers are asking for some sort of assistance with this one that I've discussed. So I will try to prioritize this as the London Town one a little bit higher for the weekend, and at least get some sort of paper documentation together that I can provide a picture or something on the community tab here at YouTube. If you're not sure where the community tab is, let me share my screen. Let me get this in a place where we can look at it. Okay, so let me share my screen. So if you're looking at my main YouTube page, there's a community tab right here, and that'll take you to all of the postings that I have listed in here as well. So the latest one that I did was I put the Hometown Holiday Sampler Schedule, my new version of it, since September 21st. I didn't get those assignments done, so now they are due. Oh, wait, no, I'm on these blocks. I'm on October 1st. I've got 1 month to get those blocks finished from pages 9 through 14. So that's my new schedule for that. But that is where you will find all of that information. If there's any, so watch that. They should show up in your feed just because you subscribe to me and follow me. But if they don't, you can, and you're not seeing anything, just go take a look every now and again. But maybe once a week, once every couple of weeks, I'll post something in there. And if I mention it, I'll also talk about it in the video. But that's where you will find that. Okay, so that's pretty much all I have for you today. I worked a lot yesterday, and I intend to work until like 3:30, 4 o'clock today, and then hopefully get back to work this evening at some point. I may need a nap. I'm a little tired, but So I will get back with you on Monday. We will meet here again at 10 a.m. and we'll talk about what I have accomplished over the weekend. Okay? You guys have a fabulous weekend. Enjoy yourselves. We're getting to fall is, we're reaching the middle of it. It doesn't last very long here anyway. It's going to start getting into potential freezing temperatures next week. So not looking forward to that. So I've got to go clean out the garage so I can go put the car back in there. All right, you guys have a good weekend. I'll see you Monday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time right here. Bye now. I love you. Take care.